的那气质，撒网枪，哦哦哦哦嘿，喊我参巴的。就是但那只黑尾的那气质，撒网枪，哦哦哦哦嘿。我的zam皮的花，伊那个有一颗太阳，大有。
Good hope, everybody. Welcome to Friday, January 21st here at Santa Fe Indian School. Sengi Tamo, Loloma, Yate Abene, Keshe. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank God it's Friday. It's 8:06. I'm going to start the daily bulletin. All right, and so, oops, let's switch over to my bulletin. All right, so remember that these are messages from the superintendent's office that we'll be beginning our in-person classes starting on Monday, January 31st. Mandatory testing will still be implemented, so please check your all our outlets for any information, our website, through NACIS Messenger, and through our weekly newsletter, Facebook, or other social media sites that we have. We will have the continued options for online learning that will be offered up until excuse me, March 10th, 2022. So if you just want to have that online option, please notify the Office of Admissions at 505-690-6293 before 4 p.m. on Wednesday, 1/26, which is next week. So make sure you contact Karen if you want to continue the online option. And then also with our extracurricular activities, we have some games next week. Remember that we have moved back to phase 1 status, which means that no outside spectators will be allowed to watch the games in person. That includes family members. Staff and students are allowed, but although we'll be still closed for students next week. So after January 31st, we will allow staff and students at a 25% capacity of the gym. Mask and social distancing are required, and the superintendent Beta sends the message that we understand that this decision is not ideal for all families, but it is for the safety of our students and staff, and a number one priority. We appreciate your continued understanding and supports. Cool, and today is an odd day, odd Friday, so be sure to be on time to your Zoom classes or Google Meet classes. Today we start at 8:10 this morning, and then 1 hour classes today. And don't forget to attend your Brave Connections at 12:20, and Health Wellness at 1 o'clock, and then your last class at 2:30 today. And then we are continuing with the virtual learning up until next week. Make sure you attend your classes and turn on your cameras. Keep up with your homework, and we are expecting all students to have their cameras on with the full face on. You can see you participating in the class. And also a reminder that if you next week when we do have the testing center open for return to school, that you will need to have your ID to scan to check in at the testing center. If you don't have your ID, you can email me at wpacheco@sfisalline.org to get request a new ID, and I'll have those replacement IDs at the testing center. And then club and organizational news. And then we still are sending out our friendship greetings to our friends throughout the world. We miss you, and we can't wait to travel to these sites again in the future. TCV, Tondabayashi, Bali, and of course we have some friends here in town at Monte del Sol. Senior class of 2022, yearbook is sending out an email, so look for it for your last words and tribal affiliations, so we can include that in the yearbook for this year. There's also information on senior portrait retakes, so what days that will be at the same times that you had scheduled for. Look for an email from yearbook@sfisonline.org. And course uses, of course, math department. Beth, our teacher Beth, is asking that if you did get a survey invitation, that you do it, and don't ignore it, because our senior students really depend on that data. And sports roundup. So next week we do have some games scheduled. The Braves play at St. Mike's, and Lady Braves host St. Mike's as well. Remember, we're still phase 1 restrictions, although there are no outside spectators allowed on campus to watch the games. We will have our live streaming available on the website, so check the website on those days to see the games. Softball and baseball tryouts, so it's pretty exciting. Spring sports are coming around. When the tryouts are going to be starting on January 31st when you come back to school, from 4 p.m. to 5:30 at the softball field and baseball fields. So current basketball players, your tryouts will be held after you finish your season. So make sure if you want to try out for these sports that you attend these tryouts. Athletic department, we want to congratulate Hunter Garcia, class of 2020 alumnus, for leading the Lady Jays of her college, Minnesota West Community College, with 17 points. The Lady Jays defeated the Ridgewater College Warriors. Way to go. That's awesome to hear our alumni making a difference in their schools. And our quote of the day, and of course we're going to do another video quotes, and let's go and switch to that.
The contract means a lot of things. It means, in my mind, that the public community is asserting itself. It's inserting itself in terms of a desire to control its own destiny through education.
Alright, so if you were watching before the news started, there was a video on the signing of the contract to take control of the Albuquerque Indian School, which later became the Santa Fe Indian School here in Santa Fe. So this was a very good step for Native communities to assert their own self-determination. So that was a really nice quote there. Okay, let's switch back to... Alright, and so the word of the day today from New York Times is epiphany. So let's see what epiphany is. Epiphany, it's a noun, a moment in which something becomes more clear or understandable. Or it also means an appearance or manifestation, especially of a divine being. And it also means a Christian event held annually on January 6th to honor the visit to the infant Jesus Christ by the three kings. So we do celebrate January 6th at the Epiphany at the villages. Alright, and thank you for listening to our daily bulletin. Have a great day and have a great weekend. We look forward to seeing you on Zoom today in our classes. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the birthdays again. So happy birthday to everybody who had a birthday this week, and we're having a birthday this weekend. That's probably the best one ever. I also want to wish my niece a happy birthday as well. She's having a birthday this weekend. So happy birthday to everybody, and have a great day. And here is our credits.